Calvors Dunkel.
Life is too short to be drinking shitty beer.
Welcome to another edition of Bands, Bikes and Booze Reviews. The sun is over the yard arm, and that means it's time for a beer. And I've got a can of this. This is Calvors Dunkel. First of all, before I get into the beer, if you're noticing a bit of a difference in the sound quality, that is because the microphone has come back from being repaired. It's just one of them lavalier or lavalier, as the Americans call it. Oh, fuck. Yeah, it's one of them mics, but it broke, basically. The wiring broke on it, and I sent it away, and it's eventually come back. So hopefully you're getting better sound quality than the original mic that came with this camera. I'm reviewing Calvors Dunkel today. Now, I really wanted to review this one for two reasons. Firstly, I reviewed their Helles beer that they've brewed. I didn't think it was that good. I have since had a sort of conversation with one of the fellas from the Calvors Brewery. Now, they make a big thing about saying we brew British lager, and the reason they do it is because they don't add any crap. The macro brewed lagers are crap, basically, and they want to do things different. Brilliant, I thought. And they had on the side of the can British lager or English lager. I can't remember what it was one of the two. And I thought, oh, brilliant. But then they called it a Helles, right? And they've called this a Dunkel. Now, if you're going to call your beer English lager, why are you using German names? Now, I asked him that. I asked him that very same question. And he said, you wouldn't go to, his exact words were, you wouldn't go to a restaurant and they wouldn't put up, say they were selling lasagna. They wouldn't say, oh, this is British meat, pasta and tomato pie. They'd call it lasagna. And yeah, I got that point. But my point is, if you're calling it an English lager, why are you using German terminology for it? The German terminology, Dunkel is German for dark. It's not a style of beer. It's dark beer is the style. Dunkel is the German word for dark, so that's why they use it. It's dark beer. You look at Budvar, they do a dark beer. They don't call it Dunkel. It's called dark beer. Now, same with the Helles as well. Helles in German means light. Lager is light. It's called Pilsner in the Czech Republic, but it's called lager everywhere else. Lager is even a German word, And I still think he's ducked out of that one a bit, and it annoyed me. But I'm not going to let that put me off the brewery. I shouldn't do, because as I always say, it's all about the beer. Now, I didn't really like the Helles, but I'm going to revisit it. I sort of get what they were doing. And another thing I asked him which beer they were trying to copy, which German beer. If you're going to call your beer a Helles, you should be copying a particular beer or a particular German style of beer. But it was no, we just called it Helles. So that to me says it's a marketing thing. Same with this thing here as well, where he's called it Dunkel. Why not call it dark beer? Or dark lager, even better. If somebody sees dark lager on a shelf, I am definitely going to say, right, I need to try that. And I know for a fact, a lot of Stella drinkers, a lot of Foster's drinkers, if they see dark lager, they are going to want to try that. If they see Dunkel, they're not even going to know what it means. But that's just my opinion. Calvors, if you're watching, I am here for weddings and bar mitzvahs and children's parties. I'm not really. Let's stop ranting. I always fucking rant on these reviews, don't I? I should calm my tits, shouldn't I? Let's get on to the beer, because at the end of the day, that is the most important thing. bins on, see what this is all about. Right, it's 330ml can. It is a Dunkel lager. Dunkel is our award-winning dark lager. Just call it a fucking dark lager. It has a scrumptious blend of roasted malts and a gentle hops to finish. Its complex layers suggest toffee, chocolate and coffee. Okay, that sort of describes a European dark lager. It is, as I say, 330ml can. It's 4.5%, and that is all you need to know. Let's get it open. Right, on the nose, malty. Yes, I am getting the chocolate malt, and I'm getting a little touch of coffee on that as well. Okay, interesting. Let's get it into the glass. Now, this was where I saw the fella from the Calvors Brewery was on the Real Ale Craft Beer channel. He had like a live, he went live with him and had like a Q&A session with him. And they were comparing his beer, or the Calvors beer, to some of the German stuff. And they were comparing it with the Hacker-Pschorr Dunkel. Now, if they'd have said that this was better than the Hacker-Pschorr Dunkel, I'd have questioned the impartiality of the Real Ale Craft Beer. Sorry, I'm just clearing up here because I've got a little bit on the table. I would have questioned the integrity of, or the impartiality of the Real Ale Craft Beer channel. But to their credit, they said that it was better, had more body to it. So that got me on side because, to be honest, you really have to go the extra mile to better the Hacker-Pschorr stuff. They are the masters at what they do, you know. And I got moaned at today for not saying when Bavarian beer was crap. Believe me, I will tell you when Bavarian beer is crap if I taste it. Anyway, let's stop guessing. There it is in the glass. No head whatsoever. Mild carbonation. Slightly cloudy, I think. Yeah, slightly cloudy or hazy. I'm going to call it cloudy because that's what the Germans call it. Naturtrüb, I think it's called. Naturtrüb or something. And that means in German naturally hazy, naturally cloudy. Anyway, let's get at the beer. Let's get onto the beer. What are we getting out of the glass? Yeah, the malts aren't as intense as they were, but there is a touch of, there is toffee on there now, and some chocolate. I'm getting the toffee. I wasn't getting the toffee out of the can, but the toffee malt is coming through now. It's very malty, which a dark beer should be. A Dunkel lager. Dunkel lager. They call it Dunkel lager. The Germans don't even call it Dunkel lager. It's dark lager. Kronbacher call it dark lager. Oh, stop. Right, let's get it down the hatch and see what this really is like. That's lovely. That is really good. I won't slag off the beer that Calvors do if it's good, and this is a good one. And it's very similar to the dark European dark lager. I refuse to call it a Dunkel because all it is dark lager. Dark lager is a European style of lager. All they do is they use roasted malts and bottom ferment everything. Anyway, let's have a little bit more. Oh, that's lovely. That's really good. Hasn't got the body. Now, this is what they said about the Hacker-Pschorr when they compared it to the Hacker-Pschorr. They said it didn't quite have the body of the Hacker-Pschorr. I wouldn't have expected it to because that's quite high in alcohol. The Dunkel, I think that's 5 point something. This is 4.5, which is just on the right side of a session. lager. But I'll tell you something, this does not lack flavour. And this is cold, it's come out of the fridge, it's been in the fridge for a while. It's cold and I'm still getting all them really nice flavours. This is good. This goes down super easy. Really nice. Lovely toffee malt, touch of chocolate. The coffee, I'm not quite getting. They mentioned coffee on here, and no, I'm not. What the layers suggest: toffee, chocolate, coffee. Toffee and chocolate is all I'm getting, which you should be getting, and a sort of a nutty sort of taste from the malts, which is another sort of peculiarity of European dark lager. If you want to try some really good European dark lagers, the German stuff, the Dunkels are good, right? But there's a few more. They do Budvar do an outstanding dark, Budvar dark it's called. That is superb. There's a Greek company called Fix who do a Fix dark lager or dark beer. That is really nice as well. They're two really good examples of the European dark lager. And this, to be fair, if they just called it English dark lager, this would be a winner for me. But it's good anyway. I mean, the beer is good. And that was another point that he did make about this beer. They've tried to keep the ABV low so you can drink more of it. Now that's great. But if you're going to do that, you need to put them in bigger cans, I think. You need at least 440, 500ml. That'd be perfect. I could drink quite a few of these. And do you know what? He did say this would be a stepping stone to other styles, or getting into the style of dark lager. Now, when you call it a Dunkel, the people who buy this are going to be into that style anyway. So again, I come back to my point about just calling it English dark lager. But that's a gripe. It doesn't take anything away from the flavour of this. This is really good, and it's a lot better than their Helles, in my opinion. It really is good. There's tons of flavour there. You've got the toffee malt. You've got chocolate on there. You've got some sweetness on there from the malt too. And there is a little touch of caramel that I'm getting from there. I'm not getting it says there's there's roasted malts, obviously, but there's gentle hops to finish. I'm not really getting the gentle hops either, to be honest. It's all about the malt. Yeah, no complaints whatsoever. So what's the verdict on Calvors Dunkel? I'm not going to go over my gripe about the naming and the whole English lager thing. I've said enough about that. Just the beer alone is a really good one. I really like it. I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10. And I'm going to be buying this again because this is really nice. It's certainly, in my opinion, better than their Helles. I'm going to revisit the Helles just to be sure. But this is a good one. And they're getting this right. They also do a Pilsner and they do a Vienna lager as well. I want to try them too, see what's going on with them. But if it's anything like this, it's going to be good. So yeah, 8 out of 10 recommended. And remember, beer is working class champagne.